Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and head up these stairs to see what it looks like up there.
Today we're in Santa Barbara, California, and we're gonna hike to the hot springs. The hike is 2.5 miles, with approximately 900 feet of elevation gain. Now, onto the hike.
All right, so we have made it to the parking lot for the hot springs. This is a very, very difficult spot to get parking. It's probably one of the worst spots I've been to on a hiking trail where I had to look for parking. Like literally, I found this one spot and there's just not a lot of space. So I recommend leaving as early as you possibly can. And if you live far, I'd recommend leaving like at 3 in the morning, literally. But if you live in the area, you'd be fine to leave like at 6 in the morning. So we're gonna go ahead and start the trail. It's gonna be over there where that truck's at. So it's pretty much starts out in a residential neighborhood. Most of the houses are pretty expensive here, but I'll show you a little bit of the neighborhood. So there's a lot of greenery in the neighborhood, a lot of trees and vegetation. We're gonna cross the street and start the hike. All right, so the entrance to the trailhead's kind of hidden, but here it is. So just remember to pack it in and pack it out. We are entering the trail. So we have reached the trail sign right here. So as you can see, we are right here. And we're gonna head up through here and cross over through some ruins. And then eventually we are going to make our way to the pools, which I believe are somewhere over here. These are the rules of the trail: wear sturdy shoes, sun protection, water, electric lights, a hiking buddy, and a trail map. So right now, the creek is flowing. It did rain a couple days ago, so there's a little bit of water, and you can see that peak up there, which I believe is Montecito Peak. So you get these nice views of the mountains on your way up, and there's this fence on the side when you're making your way up through the trail. All right, so we're starting to become in the more forested part of the hike, but you'll see this sign letting you know to stay on the trail. Right here, as you make your way up the trail, but you get to see all these mountains right here, which is pretty neat. All right, so we're gonna come across this corner right here where there's a sign that says Aren't Construction Inc. So we're once again passing through private property, but that's just the creek down there. It's pretty cool when you're on your way up. You do get these small cascades coming down the mountain. So you can just see it pouring into that very small pool right there. So you do got like this nice little grotto coming down through those rocks right there, which is pretty neat. It'd be tricky to get down here, but you could probably somehow navigate your way through and get to that. All right, so we don't go this way down this trail. We go straight ahead where this hot springs trail is at. We're just gonna head up here ahead and just head straight up there, and that'll take us to the hot springs. All right, before you continue on the trail, I'm gonna show you something real fast. If you get off the trail, there's this little side trail, and on the side trail, there's some type of pool or something. It's this right here. So you could just go down there and go swimming. Pretty neat. From my understanding, there's supposed to be some type of ruins of a hotel on this trail somewhere. So we'll probably see that somewhere along the way, and I will point it out. We do have this nice little creek crossing right here that will meet back onto the trail. Just be very careful, the rocks are very slippery. But the water levels are really low, so you don't need any waterproof shoes. So this is the waterfall on the way up to the hot springs. And there's actually some water actually coming down it. Not a lot, but enough to say it's a waterfall. All right, so I made it down to where the waterfall's at, but you can see there's this nice little pool right here. If you come back maybe in a week or two, it's supposed to rain. It might be a little bit more filled up, so just keep an eye out for the weather. And come and check this out. It's pretty neat. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and get back on the trail and head to the hot springs. And this is just what you see when you're heading to the hot springs. So at this point, I believe we are in the Los Padres National Forest. So once you get past a certain point, you are in the national forest. As you can see, there's trees, there's mountains, there's a creek down there. Let's go. So on the way up, there is this metal box. It looks like there's some water in there or something, but it's all kinds of graffiti on there. Okay, so just be very careful. You come up through this trail right here, but you're gonna see this turnoff right here. Don't go that way. Go straight. Okay, so one thing I noticed when I was coming up is if you look over there, you could see that there's some ships in the ocean right there. And from a far distance, you could actually see Channel Islands. And you could actually take a boat there, and you could actually do a day hike there. And I believe they do tours as well. So that's pretty neat. So we got another creek crossing, but just in a bit we're gonna head up to the hotel ruins. So that's gonna be pretty neat to check out as well. All right, so I just came up through here, and down there, you're gonna get pretty close. There's the stair steps that will take you up, but on this side trail, the side trail coming up here actually takes you to the hotel ruins. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna make a little detour, and I'm gonna head up these stairs up there to see if the hotel ruins are there. Okay, so you're gonna notice that there's some type of it looks like a chimney, and you've got these just rocks lined up. So we'll go around here a little bit more to see what we can find. Okay, so now I found a wall, but we're gonna go around it a little bit more to see if we see anything else. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and head up these stairs to see what it looks like up there. All right, so you get these amazing views right here. I'm on top of where the hotel used to be. You can see all these just stones right here built up around this mountain. So we're back on the trail, and we're gonna head to the hot springs, which should be up here somewhere. So the sulfur smells really strong, so we're just gonna head up here, but you have to cross the sulfur to get to it, I believe. All right, so we're above the canyon now. It's supposed to be around here somewhere, according to the map that I'm currently looking at. I believe this is the hot springs. Just remember to know before you go, recreate responsibly, no campfire unless you have a permit, free visitor map, and app. So we have made it. And there's several pools we can get into. Here is one pool, and then there are a couple more pools over here. I heard in total there are 7 pools, but we're gonna go ahead and settle in one of these pools and just relax for a bit. This is neat. All right, so when you do this hike, So we came from down there and the pools were a bit cooler, but the more you go up, the warmer the pools get. So if you want to go all the way up to that part over there, it's going to be a lot harder than down here. Time to relax. Alright, so that's it for today. That was all of the pools.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification.